What's up everybody, I'm Rossi and welcome to another Valheim video. In this video we'll be comparing two of the best endgame weapons in the game, Frostner and Porcupine, and decide which one of them is the better one once and for all. I'll cover everything from stats to how easy it is to make, to damage against all the bosses of the game. Let's start. Both of the weapons are made with Forge, Frostner requiring level 3 and Porcupine level 4 Forge, so Frostner has a slight advantage here being available earlier. To make Frostner you need 10 ancient barks, 30 silver, 5 Ymir flesh and 5 freeze glands. That means getting ancient bark from swamp biome, silver and freeze glands from mountain biome, and Ymir flesh by purchasing it from the trader. To make Porcupine you need 5 fine wood, 20 iron, 5 needles and 10 linen thread, which means fine wood from meadows or plains biome, iron from swamp biome, needles and linen thread from the plains biome. The crafting cost is in my opinion a tie, because even though Porcupine requires items from the hardest biome there currently is, those items aren't actually that hard to get. You can just run to Furling Camp, take flags and run away, and death squitters which drop the needles are pretty easy with a decent shield. Just parry with a shield and counterattack to kill the mosquito in one hit or shoot them from afar with a Krauger bow, instantly killing them. While Frostner is made with items from a biome before plains biome, it requires you to have found the trader, which seems to be pretty hard for some people. So because of the trader being hard to find, this one is a tie. However, if you have access to the trader, Frostner again has a slightly advantage. Upgrading Frostner requires 15 silver and Forge level 4 for level 2 upgrade, then 30 silver and level 5 Forge for level 3 upgrade, and finally 45 silver and Forge level 6 for the max quality level 4 upgrade. So that's a lot of silver, a total of 120 silver from making to upgrading to max quality. Upgrading Porcupine only takes 2 iron and 2 needles and a level 5 Forge for level 2 upgrade, 4 iron and 4 needles and level 6 Forge for the level 3 upgrade, and 6 iron and 6 needles and level 7 Forge for the max quality upgrade. So that's a lot less ore you need, only 32 iron from making to upgrading to max quality. Of course you need 1 level better Forge than upgrading Frostner, but upgrading Porcupine is much cheaper than upgrading Frostner, so this time Porcupine has a slightly advantage. Then we move to the damage. Frostner deals 35 blunt damage, 40 frost damage and 20 spirit damage, totaling to 95 damage. Porcupine deals 50 blunt damage and 45 pierce damage, also totaling to 95 damage. Upgrading Frostner upgrades only its frost damage, while blunt and spirit damage stays the same. The total damage of a max quality level 4 Frostner is 113. Upgrading Porcupine upgrades only its pierce damage, while blunt damage stays the same. The total damage of a max quality level 4 Porcupine is also 113. So the total combined damage for both weapons is the same, so we need to test the different damage types against all of the bosses of this game. Before we look into the damage more closely, let's check out other stats. Porcupine has 20 block power when Frostner has only 10, but Frostner has 120 knockback value while Porcupine only has 90. I usually use a shield anyways, so the block power doesn't really matter to me, and it's anyways so small for it to be any use, because most of the damage will come through the block, but the knockback from Frostner is noticeably better and can save you if you get crowded in a tight place, so in my opinion Frostner has a slight advantage here because of the better knockback. Porcupine has also less durability than Frostner, but that doesn't really matter because you'll most likely reach your weight limit and need to head back to your base anyways before needing to repair your weapon. Now to test the damage of the weapons, I'll spawn all of the bosses one by one and kill them with both weapons and check the numbers. I'll be using the 3 attack combo. Against Ek2 they are both equally good, able to kill it with only 6 hits. Porcupine does slightly more damage per hit, but because of the frost damage Frostner does is damage over time, there really is no difference. Against Elder, Porcupine will do more damage, from about 50 to 80 damage per 3 hit combo. And that's because small part of Frostner's damage is spirit damage, which Elder is immune against. Against Bone Mass, Frostner will obviously fare better because Bone Mass has resistance against pierce damage and has weakness against blunt damage. With a 3 hit combo from Frostner I was doing about 300 damage overall, and with Porcupine that was only about 200 damage. Against Mortar, Porcupine will do much better than Frostner because Mortar is resistant to frost and blunt damage. With Frostner I was able to do only about 20 to 40 damage per hit, but with Porcupine I did from about 80 all the way to over 120, and that's a huge difference. Against Yakluth, Frostner does clearly more damage. Yakluth has pierce resistance, so part of Porcupine's damage is resisted. With a 3 hit combo Frostner can do about 50 more damage than Porcupine. But that's not all. Frostner also has a chance to apply the Frostbite debuff on a hit, and it usually procs with just 1 or 2 hits. Frostbite debuff makes the enemy's attack, move and turn 50% slower, and that is a huge advantage for Frostner. Even if Frostner had smaller damage than Porcupine, it would still be better than it just because of the debuff. It's just so overpowered to make enemies slower, so you can easily counter their movement and go behind them or just straight combo them down without them being able to retaliate. So in an even situation where the enemy doesn't have any resistances, Porcupine does do more damage overall, but Frostner is better because of the debuff that makes the enemy helpless. That's all there is to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.